Well, sweetie, looks like you've done it again.
What did I do?
Found another weird place for us to visit.
Yeah, I know. I'm good at that.
How do you do that?
Hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Mary Ann Donnelly.
Yeah, I do find weird places.
Yeah,
And this one is just a park.
It is.
In this video, we're going to talk about Quincy Hill Park in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Okay.
But before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you hear from us next time we post a new video.
So how did I find this park? How do I find any of these places? You know, when we go somewhere, I'm like, okay, we got to stop here,
I know.
and you never know how I find them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, sometimes I know about a location or I've heard about one, or when I go into road trippers, that sometimes it's like nearby and I'm like, oh, that's a big cool place. But some of the ones you find, I don't know.
Do you want to know how?
Yeah.
I look for paranormal around the places that we're going to. That's all.
Okay.
But I have several resources that I search. I don't just Google it. There's several other things that I look up. And,
Okay.
you know, of course, we got our buddy Boris back there that knows everything about the paranormal.
He has been around a while.
Yeah, he has. Anyways, in this video, we are talking about Panic D number 2076, Quincy Hill Park. It is located from 1000 to 1008 Quincy Street in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Is it open to the public?
Yes, it is.
Why?
It's a park.
It's a park. That's right. So this location is haunted.
Yes, there's actually several different hauntings here.
Yes, there is. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But let's just talk about the story of the park itself.
Okay.
Not much history. It's a park. It sits up atop of the hill. Mm-hmm. Right?
True.
So once you share some of the history, like to that sentence.
Yeah, there's literally one sentence of history on this location. But Quincy Hill was once known as Prospect Hill. And it's a little neighborhood that's located between Quincy Street and Shattuck Street in Parkersburg, West Virginia. And this neighborhood was actually the site of one of the worst disasters in the region. And we're going to talk about that today.
Okay, so there are a few different things I want to share about this location.
Of course there are. Otherwise, where would we be here for?
Why it made our list of we got to stop there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, so first of all, it is a hill. The park is on top of a hill. But during the time of the Civil War, on top of the hill was a field hospital that was actually tents set up, temporary field hospital. And as we know, historically, from all of our research and everything, if there's a field hospital in a building or in a location, there's normally
usually
some sort of
tied to it.
Paranormal activity.
Yeah. It is kind of weird, though, that the top of the hill was a field hospital rather than like a lookout.
Right.
But
true.
Yeah.
True. But so it was a tent city hospital that was built. And this was a hospital for African Americans and Irish soldiers.
Okay.
They were sent to this location. It's said that they've treated 5 to 1,000 sick and wounded soldiers at any given time. So that's a pretty big...
That's a pretty big field hospital.
Yeah. And at one time, the smallpox epidemic raged through the camp, devastating the patients and overwhelming the staff. Wow. Okay, so up there on top of the hill, around the monument and things like that, of course, they hear moans of the suffering. Apparitions of soldiers have been seen. Cries, things like that. So that's some of the reports up at the top. So let's talk about the stairs.
The stairs might be why the field hospital was up at the top. My goodness. Those stairs are at a very steep angle.
Right.
So maybe that's why they put the field hospital up there. Just easier to keep them there.
Right. So the report about the stairs is that joggers, can you imagine jogging up and down them stairs?
No,
that would just...
It's absolutely ridiculous, the angle of that. And there's
That's
like
crazy.
a lot of them. It's not like a 30-step stairs. This is like hundreds, I swear, hundreds of stairs.
So I think it was when they started going up, they would see the apparition of a Native American by one of the flagpole or
Lampposts
lampposts
up at the top.
being,
Towards the top.
illuminated towards the top, and then, of course, disappear. So this area is next to the river. I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of traffic with Native Americans. There could have been settlements there at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. They would
Makes sense that
traverse.
they would
they would
see-
traverse back and forth across near the river, so it
Or
makes
something
sense.
could have happened there.
Yeah.
Who knows? But one of the largest, or what you mentioned earlier, the most devastating thing that took place there.
Yeah.
Would you like to read this here? This part?
Sure.
Starting there?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, are you ready for me to
Yeah,
do this?
go ahead.
All right. At 5:10 a.m. on March 19th of 1909, Parkersburg's 2 reserve water tanks that sat atop Prospect Hill, now known as Quincy Hill, burst. Yeah, they burst. And it sent 2 million gallons of water cascading down the side of the hill and into the streets of the town. Each tank was made of iron and sat on a stone foundation. It was 40 feet high and 60 feet in diameter, and they were pumped full every night from the city waterworks, which was at the foot of 12th Street. So apparently, they would have been full because this was at 5:10 a.m. and they pump them full every night. Apparently, one of the 26-year-old tanks broke first, and the gushing water smashed its bottom against its companion tank, which was just 10 feet away, and so that made the other one give way as well. A cottage on the hillside was washed down to Avery Street. It killed 2 young newlyweds who lived there. A couple of other houses got shattered. St. John's Lutheran Church was nearly demolished. Trees got washed out through the walls of the city black school. And several streets were choked with debris of other trees and lumber from the destroyed homes. A barber shop in the basement of the Blennerhassett Hotel, 6 blocks south, had 2 inches of mud on its floor. That's how much water just went there as quickly as it did. And 2 people died, and others severely injured.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a pretty...
It was a pretty devastating event.
Especially people were sleeping. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
we get some.
Yeah,
other
definitely
pictures, I'm sure.
unexpected. You just wouldn't think of that just in the middle of the night some night.
So that also is causing some paranormal activity, especially those who perished in that tragic event.
Yeah. Real quick, real sudden.
Yeah. So let's go over again and recap the paranormal stuff. Moans of soldiers can sometimes be heard. Cold spots have been reported around the top of the hill. The apparition of a Native American has been seen on the steps. And investigators have recorded EVPs and whistling sounds.
Whistling.
Whistling sounds. All right, our personal experiences. Well, you basically saw it. We stopped and we shot some B-roll. We walked around. We were there for about an hour.
Yeah,
Is that
we
what
were
you
there.
said?
Yeah, about an hour. When people started
Great.
to look at us funny, we started to
Yeah.
say, maybe it's time to leave. These people have been walking around here for an hour. What are they doing
Yeah.
here?
Who are they talking to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great views of the river.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it was a nice little location. Definitely would not want to be going up and down those stairs.
no.
We kind of did about 5 steps just so we could say we were on the
Yeah,
stairs.
just to say we did it.
But
and then
there's
that was
no
it.
way I was going up and down the whole hill that way. Nope.
We didn't do an investigation or EVP or even Ovilus when we were there, but because this was like a stop, we were, I think, heading out of town. I said, we got to stop there.
Pretty sure I probably had my recorder running because I tend
you?
to do that all the time.
Did you listen to the recording?
I run the recording all the time. I don't generally listen.
So if we did pick something up on that recording, if I find it,
We'll
we'll
put
do
it here.
another little.
Oh.
We'll do a little update.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we're gonna do it here.
Oh,
We'll
I
go
thought
look
maybe.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, if we didn't put anything here, we didn't find it or didn't find anything on the recording.
All right.
Anything else you would like to add to this video?
No, just the stairs. Don't want to do it.
Stairs scared you?
Yeah, the stairs are just so many and so high.
All right, we'll wrap this one up. Okay, folks, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!